Hey everyone, it's Alex with the Seattle Guitar Store, online at seattleguitarstore.com, and today we're going to take a look at the Cloven Hoof, the next in our series of the Year of the Pedal devices from Earthquaker Devices. And the Cloven Hoof is a sort of overdrive fuzz pedal with a lot of tonal variation, as you're going to see. Now that setup that I just ran, I'm playing a Les Paul Classic through the clean channel on an EVH 5153, and this is giving me kind of that classic Clapton woman tone. Right? It doesn't quite have the same fuzzy sound that like a germanium fuzz pedal is going to get. I find this has kind of a smoother sound to it. So let's quickly walk through the controls so we can see what we've got here. Real obvious down in the lower left-hand corner, we've got the level control. Like any sort of overdrive or fuzz pedal, anytime you're overdriving the signal, you typically have to do some kind of final gain adjustment on the way out. That's what the level knob is for. The fuzz knob, I think you can figure out what that is. That is essentially the more knob. The further you turn it to the right, the more fuzz you're going to get. The more to the left, the less fuzz you're going to get. Up at the top, we have our tone controls. And the tone knob is going to affect the sort of general bass or treble bias of the sound. And then the shift knob is going to affect where the midtones go. As you turn it to the left, the mids are going to sort of be accentuated more in the bass area. And as you turn it up to the right, going to be more accentuated into the treble area. So let's just play with this a little bit. One of the things you can get out of this is probably one of the most famous classic fuzz sounds ever, and that is this one. Let's turn the tone all the way up. Let's turn the fuzz about right there. Let's turn the shift all the way up, and I'm going to switch to the bridge pickup, and this ought to sound pretty familiar to you. Turn this up. All right, so you can see with the tone and the shift all the way to the right, I'm getting a super thin, kind of bright sound, but you know, hey, if you're in a cover band and you want to play Satisfaction, there's your setting to do it. Now, you can get a really good lead tone out of this and just put it right into a clean amp. One sound I particularly like is, let's see, we'll move the tone about right here. We'll kind of shift down about right there. Take the fuzz about midway, and the level will kind of sit here for the moment. All right, I'm going to switch to the middle setup, so I'm going to have both pickups going, and let's just try this. And we'll shift that up a little bit. All right, now we can just up the fuzz level, and we may need to adjust the level as we go. So if we really want to go for kind of a face-melting lead tone, we can start to crank this up, bring this down a little bit. I think that's a pretty cool sound. Now, one of the things that's really cool about the Cloven Hoof that a lot of fuzz pedals can't do is to take an already dirty amp tone and just kind of kick it up a notch so that you have a good lead tone on top of it. So let's adjust these controls first, and then I'm going to switch amp settings. So I'm going to bring the level, leave the level there. Let's take the tone about right here. We're going to shift about right here, and the fuzz we're just going to bring down. Now anytime you're going to take a fuzz or an overdrive pedal and put it into an already dirty amp, a little goes a long way on the overdrive. So you really want to start kind of small and work it up as you need, because obviously the more fuzz you put in, the more overdrive, the kind of noisier and grosser the signal is going to be, which, you know, could be your thing. All right, now I'm on channel 2 of my EVH 5153, and right now I got really a sort of classic Marshall rhythm sound going. Now I can take the Cloven Hoof, and with these settings, remember it's just a very gentle setting, I can make a pretty face-melting lead tone out of this. Let's turn that on. So there you have it, the Cloven Hoof by Earthquaker. A really cool, versatile fuzz pedal. Like I said, it works great on the front end of a dirty amp. It works great by itself, and you can see even just with these simple controls, you can get a lot of tonal variation out of it. If you get a chance, you definitely want to come in and check it out, either at your local dealer or, of course, here in the fair Emerald City of Seattle at the SeattleGuitarStore.com. Remember, this custom artwork you can only get from the Seattle Guitar Store in person or online at SeattleGuitarStore.com. And hey, while you're visiting us at SeattleGuitarStore.com, why don't you scroll down and sign up for the free newsletter? You're going to get advance notice of some really cool in-store demos and clinics that we're going to do. Even if you're not nearby, it's worth signing up. You're going to get access to special online deals as well as contests and giveaways, like a chance to win this pedal or any of the other pedals that you've seen in the Year of the Pedal series.